Everybody, welcome back to more of our Outer Worlds playthrough. Right, so at the end of the last episode, guys, we got to level up. So we're quickly going to do our points now. I kind of want sneak, like sneak attack will be crouched to do bonus damage. If we're going to go sniper, then we should probably look at getting that. Oh, we confirmed that then. That was way too many points to put in that, weren't it? God dang it. Yeah, we want her to be like a tank character. Okay, so we're in the museum, the visitor center. And it's like a museum thing. So we're gonna go around and have a look at these nice, cool exhibits. So, if the oceans and rivers are the heart and the veins of Emerald Vale, then salt tuna is our highly profitable blood. These meaty fish live in the ocean and migrate upstream during mating season. Salt tuna are semiparous, which means they perish after a single reproductive episode. That's where our trusty Spacer's Choice have to scoop up. This display remembers them with parent mighty primals required extensive field research. Let's have them oversight research to get their license in pursuit. Oh, these things. Canids can be found all over emeralds. While domesticated can be loyal companions, it's important to remember that Canids is still a wild animal. Exactly. What is behind here? Coming soon. Mantiqueen. Interesting. Oh, cool, we got the key. I want a shotgun, actually. Shotgun be heavy ammo, though, won't it? How's that classed as a long gun? I don't understand. God, we weigh too much again. Oh, what's this? Stealth skills +5. Alright. Use terminal. Messages. From Rossenberg. Everyone in the keycard carrying in the lobby is back up and running. Hopefully we won't go on the fritz again, start shooting keycards anyone who walks by. Must logically create your session with the Mantiqueen is wasting all of our budget. There's no date regarding your request for one adult. Must ask you. Oh, so they were hunting the Mantiqueen, but obviously they didn't succeed. Barricaded. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay, so that leads back over there.
Here they come.
Wait, what?
That's the last of them.
Oh, we can open that then. Dumbaton. Bender. Not a lot of ammo, really. How much ammo do I have currently? We need a lot of heavy. Need a lot of heavy ammo. Okay, can we sell? sell some of this as well. And some of these. All right. We've already got model spaceships. Okay, that leads back out. I want to make sure we don't know. Got ya. Hey, what were they doing in here? Oh, another room. We'll kill him in a minute. Antique saber.
Coming. Don't mess with
This is a very big place. I think we looted him. We looted that. Okay, it's back to the main room. We haven't been upstairs. I think that's everything. Let's go to the next room. Okay, that leads back into here. So I think we can officially say we're now done in this area. Okay, let's leave. So I wonder what, I bet you we come up against the Mantic Queen. It's inevitable. All right. Cave entrance is where we're going. Go get this book. Journal. Where is it? Down where? Oh no, it's, oh good lord, that's a lot. Do we have anything that will like increase our damage? Oh.
quick. Down they go. That's the last of them.
Why did... Oh, we killed him there. He didn't have anything. Wait, a ship. Okay, is there anything? Transport wreckage, surely. There must be some. Oh, I guess not then. Okay. Right. This is where we will find the illustrated manual. Oi! That scared me. Oh, we can actually get in here. There it is. Can we read the manual before we give it back to him? I think so. Oh, ow. All right. That's them done. So that's done. It's done. Where are these? Are these out in the world, or they're in the city, so we don't need to worry about that. North of Edgewell. I'm gonna go. I think I can go talk to them still. Botanical lab. North. No, I didn't even realise. Surely it hasn't like changed the course of the quest. Surely I can still just quite easily go visit her. I'll be very sad if I cannot. I see a sign up there. I reckon that's probably it. Here we go, botanical lab.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Read something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
You and me both. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to repair my ship.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
A little strange loves Rizzo's. Yeah, I met Zoe. Oh, it's her. She was in the marauder camp.
Thank the Eternal. Wait, marauder camp? Is she all right?
She's become one of them. Calls herself the Queen of the Marauders. She's fine. They were getting along.
Getting along? What? Sitting around a campfire telling stories? If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged. And if you could cross off some marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged.
Okay. I've got questions about Zoe.
Tell you what I can.
How old do you know her?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
You seem so personable. Can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. What is it?
Okay, so she wants us to go get Zoe. She's not too far away, so we'll just quickly pop back and grab her. Pretty sure we killed all the bandits between here and there anyway, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then at last, we'll be good to talk to Adelaide. That's a person. There she is. Oh!
Here we go.
I thought we killed all these.
That's the last of them.
Hey,
What I wouldn't do for a Wentworth.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Persuade. I can't imagine you're happy out here. Food's awful, comedy worse, and no serial dramas.
And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Okay. Is she coming with us, or is she just gonna meet us over there? Gonna meet us over there. We fast travel back up there. Yes. Hey, she's coming back.
What is it?
I've taught Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with the band of marauders. They hadn't hurt her. It's not about wanting to be an outlaw. I'd rather not get into it.
You
It's
pretty
hers
much
to
did
tell.
my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Will do. Hello. Stefan.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
What are you selling?
Fresh off the limb. And that...
Hmm. Will you repair my stuff, please? Okay. Will this be classed as stealing? Yeah, well. Okay. What about if they don't see me?
Got it. Heads down.
They don't see me, they don't know I stole it, right? Oh, hey, you're back.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
So that's it, yes. Then no more Edgewater for me, no more cannery, no more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams, and would like you and others. I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake because I've always hated the cannery. And I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody's gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and grabbed a little too much adrenaline. Is that really a crime? I'm gonna treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Good lord. When she's just a journal. She's just an angsty teen, essentially.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Who has names her?
That's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Keep your wits about you, friend. If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Oh, here. No.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Who used to follow you around? I'm confused. Oh, him.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. You're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'll take that as a I'm just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get
No,
our
I'm
ships off the
literally trying to
ground.
get my ship off the ground.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town.
I've got one
If you could
then.
find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Well, it just so happens I've got one here. Today's your lucky day, Thomas. I got one of those daddy pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1, I found the community center
Look
archives.
at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
I'll let you know if I can find any others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands. What's on your mind?
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What are you doing out in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
He's in love. I should go. Right, let's go towards Adelaide. This is Adelaide then.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends. Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening. You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree
I
to his
haven't.
plans?
Your camp is a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
True. What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
What do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
That's true. Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Alright. Right, so we've got these. We all need... Oh, we need to find the other things of that. And we need to collect the fees. So where are they? They're all in the town. Okay. Can I have these? Nope. Oh, dang it. Right, okay, let's fast travel back to Edgewater then. Okay, it's in here. Log. Schedule sickly wheel spaces. Consider. Oh my god. Sounds like a horrible place to work.
Carry on.
Messages from owing to your hard work because I've sent you access to medical treatment in the event of contagion. The genetic company is not provided to emergency treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member of Space Choice Family who felt it, but I cannot. Please. Oh my god. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death in our quarterlies. Sounds fair. Was asked to prepare a statement for something to the other workers. Don't like Theodore. Do your work. Oh my god. What a horrible place. Right, he was that. Oh, you have a name.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect. Oh, it's her.
Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me.
Oh.
Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
That's an awful... must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
I thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death.
That's
I'm the one who found him, you see,
insane.
so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was
Oh my
vandalism.
god. You can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
He was a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace,
That's...
and the rest of us
Oh
can
my
get on with our
god,
own
that's just made up
lives.
my mind. This place does not deserve power, guys. At all. Jesus. Like, if you do a job, like speaking out of game now that you don't enjoy, then good lord, like this... Oh. This basically makes you, like, makes it your mind, like, oh my god. Okay, we got it. Right. We got that. I don't know where to get the other one from.
If you could see your way to getting us our power.
I want to talk to you about something. We need to have a word about this plague.
Can we not? Talking about...
Oh, you withhold medicine from your own workers.
If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose.
That's monstrous.
Yes, it is. And it's necessary. Spacer's choice is a family. And the survival of the family is more important than the survival of the individual.
How long has this plague been happening?
That I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society, waiting to infect the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent.
You should have developed immunity after repeated exposure to a single strain of contagion.
Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude. And it is one we will see through to the end.
Oh my day, I can't stand these people. You're one of them. So wait, if he was reading on his break, does that mean there's two of them in here, or are they just getting is the game getting confused? Because I kind of feel like there could be another one in here. Wait, what happens if we do this? Okay, so we actually have to go back to the geothermal to do that. She was saying about him reading on his break. But we already got one in the cannery, which I'm confused about. Find food returning with the books you find. Doesn't need to wait until you found all three. You found the first volume in the Emerald Community Centre. You found the second in the Edgewater Cannery. Reading a volume of Young Space Guides when he was working shifts at the cannery. We already found that one. Okay, so let's do this one then. Let's quickly get all this money together for this person. Ether Plain, you have a name.
I've got some time.
What'd you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Okay. President.
Yes, Mr. Thompson.
Whoa. Oh, I thought that's me.
Did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm positive you mentioned something about I'm here to collect your gravesite fees.
Douglas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Knows what?
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching, and soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
But I'm sure it's all very tragic and heartbreaking, and painful to get out of here.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway.
I think I've got that already.
I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I've already been there. It's medicine you're talking
You've
about.
been there already? And you ain't been ground down into marauder meat? Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting.
It's all your... haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet.
Decided?
Yeah, I'll go on then.
Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
I risked my life to save yours, Abernathy.
You're wringing the blood out of me. Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
See you around. Level up. I want to get that to 40. Oh, we're not the location yet. We want carry weight. Oh, we want that. No. Cool.
Wish we had some better rations.
Oh, we're hanging the fingers.
Something to report? We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
All of them.
Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. Was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me?
Yep.
Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint to ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus. You've done such a bang-up job.
Oh, we're a deputy now.
Workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
How did so many of your people end up marauders?
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that
Doesn't really answer my question.
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Yeah, I heard one of your workers shot himself. Eugene, I think.
Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime.
So now,
What's on your mind?
That's it. Okay, guys, we're going to leave things here for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, remember, hit that like button and subscribe. Most importantly, you know, so have a beautiful day, and bye-bye.